Hello, Nick here. It's about 7:15 p.m. Central Time, Dallas, Texas, and I decided to do a comparison that a couple of my viewers have requested, a shootout between very well possibly the two best receivers in my listening station. The Watkins Johnson 8711 and the 10 Tech 340. Now, I think I'm going to try to do this video with just the camera on both of these receivers the whole time, and then I'll just try to reach around and change stuff and do our comparisons. But anyway, if that doesn't work, then I'll just have to go to plan B, but we'll see. All right, so let's start on this weak beacon. If you've been watching any of my videos, you know I've been chasing this beacon around for, a week or two. And I can get it on just about every radio I have. But you get it at different qualities, right? So let's take a listen here. So the 10 Tech has its own internal speaker right here facing up. The WJ doesn't have an internal speaker. I got it on that speaker, but the red light means the DSP is off, so there's no DSP enhancement. The reason I'm using that big speaker over there is because the audio on the 10 Tech is really great, and I got to use a good speaker on the WJ to match it. So I'm trying to make things as close as possible. The 10 Tech speaker fires up away from the camera. The WJ speaker is a good 3 feet, 2.5 to 3 feet off to the side. So I don't know, hey, so factor that in, okay? Y'all are smart. You'll figure it out. And again, we're on the Wellbrook antenna mounted outdoors going through the Stridesburg multi-coupler. So here we go with... All right, just let's to talk about some of the settings. So the WJ is in here, and the control panels are very similar setups. So you set your mode, set your bandwidth, your AGC, the BFO, all that kind of stuff. Now the BFOs in this one is minus 500, and this one is plus 700. But I monkeyed with those to try to get them to be the same tone, so they would sound good and as close to each other as possible. I currently have both bandwidths set at 0.25, and they both go down to, I think, 0.1, but this signal gets funky below 0.25 on both radios, and it starts getting softer. So I might even show you that, but notice that we're on normal, no preamp, no attenuation, same over here, no light for either. Maximum RF gain, and then no noise blankers, nothing. So everything is as close to the settings as each other. Now, one curious thing is if you look at the two signal meters, and I'm gonna have to zoom in to try to show you that, I think. So WJ is currently reading at, call that what, minus 110, maybe 112, something like that. And then this one is reading at, well, it's a lot more active. It's reading at, call it minus 90, 95, something like that. Now, I don't know what that means because both of these radios are very old, right? The Watkins Johnson could be 20 years old and the 10 Tech could be close to 20 years old. So who knows if the meters need to be adjusted, or I have no idea. So take that for what it's worth. So there, but let's go back and listen. I'll zoom in a little bit closer and I'll move it for each one, but let's go back and listen again. To me, that's worse. Ooh, sounds like I might need a little deoxit in there. It seems to get nicer around 250. Let's open it up. Wait for the signal to come back. There it is. Let's hit the preamp. Oops. Let's come down to the WJ. Still stable. More, or to me, it's more stable than the 340 at the larger bandwidth. Yeah, neither of them like to go much below 250, 2.25, something like that. WJ's doing fine without the preamp. Takes a little of the noise out if you turn it off. Wow, smoking. Let's go back up here. I never tried this. An external speaker on the Ten-Tec. So to me, my ear, that Ten-Tec has such a good audio speaker or audio, main audio, whatever you call that. I think it sounds as good as the external large DSP speaker on its own. That's one thing that the Ten-Tec has is great audio. WJ doesn't have an internal speaker, so I have to use an external speaker with it. All right, so let's come back down here. And let's come over here and try to find. All right, that's enough CW stuff. I'm sick of beeps. All right, let's try and find something else to listen to. I don't know. Let's just start spinning this sucker until smoke comes out of it. All right, it'll go faster on AM. I'm turning the gain down so we get less spikes. I like it when you can just see signals and no noise. So that's a feature of this Yaesu is it blinks, it flashes in and out when you go between meter bands. See that? Yeah. Yaesu, they can't figure out how to make a radio over there at Yaesu, so screw those guys. So I'm gonna go take a lesson from WJ or Ten-Tec or something, or God forbid, Rody and Schwartz. Barely get WWV. That might be a good test over here. Okay, so as late as it is, that signal is not coming in strong at all. All right, so here first we're going to switch our mode to AM, open up the bandwidth to something normal for shortwave, which would be about 6. And normal. And then we go 10 megahertz. And of course it's coming in better than the Yaesu, because that Yaesu is a piece of garbage. Weak signals, you open up the bandwidth, you're just letting in noise. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, gotta switch this sucker around. Open that up. I'm opening the bandwidth. Oops, forgot to move the camera. 10 megahertz. Oh, we're on 10. I'm supposed to be on 15. All right, we'll go check 15 out in a second. That's 15. See, the audio on that Tentec is really nice. But as far as getting them, they're getting them about the same. The WJ to me seemed a little bit slightly more stable when we were in CW down there. Because if you remember when I opened it up to like 0.5 and 0.7, we were still getting that signal very well. And the Tentec was struggling a little more with it. But let's see. I mean, it's only 18 minutes here, so y'all haven't fallen asleep yet. So let's see if we can find something else.
Also.
All right, so 3 very weak stations. I can make out some voice on this one and this one. I can't make out anything in the middle. All right, so let's go to, it was 50, 60, and 70. Oops, you guys can't see it, sorry. You can hear the weak voice. In my opinion, better than the Yaesu. 70 is another weak voice. Definitely better than the Yaesu. Let's turn the preamp on. Come down here. So 50. '70s coming in nice. Something very faint in the background there. Let's give the 10 Tech another shot at it. One last shot. So, I mean, these radios are very, 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 very close. 10 Tech has, in my opinion, better audio. The Watkins Johnson, I don't know. It's just hard to beat this thing. I wish I had one of those like mixer boards or something where you plug all your radios into the same thing, you know, and then everything's identical. So I don't have anything like that. So yeah, let's listen to. All right, let's try and find one last signal. We're only at 24 minutes. What the heck? What do you got to do? All right, you guys ain't got nothing to do. So what can we listen to? How about some long wave beacons? There's another one at 350. There's one at 341, I think. What the heck? Let's zoom in and look. Yeah, 341. There's one at 350. All right, 344, 350, and 365. Coming in nice. $341's even coming in on this one. 344 is better than the Yaesu. Let's see, 350. I don't think we got anything on the Yaesu on 350. And the 365 is the strongest. Oh, I can't go preamp on long wave. It blocks me out. Bastard. Man, WJ's getting his 341 the best. 350 was nothing. Still nothing. Maybe. I mean, it's like there's so many beacons. They're just, I mean, look at that mess. They're all in there. So 365, just whoa. It's like I'm sitting in the office of the beacon office. Damn. Bad hombre. All right, let's close this out with let's close it out with a little just simple old medium wave. So news station.
$3.10 book at 844-765-0000. Enjoy peace of mind during retirement with an income you'll never outlive. One protected from market downturns. Call 844-765-0000 or online at dollarsandcentsradio.com. That's DollarsAndSENSE radio.com.
More is a beautiful thing.
Oh, what's one more? You ready for more?
One more story, Mommy.
Especially when it comes to your health care, which is why at Texas Health, we're dedicated to making your care more convenient than ever. From our expanding network of hospitals and urgent cares to video visits and at-home care options, that's how Texas Health cares more. Connect with us today at texashealth.org.
Wow, that sounds good.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look in. Okay.
If you're headed over there, though, we had on the guy, Ed was his name?
Yes, Ed from Seattle.
Ed put together, Ed's a big P1, and he put together the official alcohol list because you're in Qatar and you're not allowed to drink over there.
And Qatar is about the size of the DFW Metroplex.
But Qatar also knows that they've got thousands upon thousands and thousands of people headed over there to drink. And so they've set up special makeshift bars in these hotels where otherwise they otherwise wouldn't be. And then they pull the rug out from underneath.
So this station is a strong station in Dallas, but it usually fades at night. You know, I don't know if it's other signals or my antenna, my Wellbrook maybe not be pointed at it, you know, directionally. So it gets weird on me at night, 1310. But there you go. So you're seeing it. Oh, before we sign off, so 6060 was the tough station. My Rodian Schwartz is on. Let's just try it.
Sitting at home wondering how to save money? Let us start with your windows and doors. Ecotech Windows and Doors can help. With
So
Eco
6070
Smart
sounds
technology, our
awesome.
latest
6060 still nothing there. 6050. Something really weak in the background. So either my Rodi Schwartz sucks or the signal went down. So let's try this real quick. 6060. Or no, it was 50. And turn this down to 6. Yeah, the signal went way down. But the WJ is getting it better. Not that I could listen to it on either one, but I'm getting a little bit better on the WJ. So I don't know which one's better. I don't know. They're both basically the same radio. I mean, if you the stories that I heard were that the 10 Tech was designed after the WJ, copied after it, and I mean, if you could see in the layout, they basically operate identically. And then and they were doing that for a government contract, and then at the last minute, I guess when they're getting ready to sign the deal with the government, WJ drops a bomb and tells the government, oh yeah, what about the mean time between failures? And WJ has such a long history of radios with the government that they could drop paperwork on their desks showing them, you know, X amount of time between failures. And 10 Tech was so new, they couldn't show those data because they hadn't done it long enough. They just hadn't been there long enough. But that's the story I heard. Anyway, but they're both great radios. If I had to give one up, I don't know which one I'd give up. I really couldn't tell you. I don't know. The 10 Tech has better audio. The WJ seems to get some of those weak signals a little bit better. And it could just be my imagination. So, but anyway, 35 minutes. Dang, you almost be freaks if you're still here. All right, thanks for hanging out.